Welcome into another episode of SportNWaves. It's your boy DJ.
It's your boy John.
Man, we back at it like we never left. Bruh, what's good, man?
Oh man, everything's lovely. Everything's good. Christmas is next week. What's going on?
It is the time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like I know it's that time of year, bro. How you preparing, bro? You staying in town, out of town? What you doing?
Yeah, I'm staying in town. The entire family's coming.
True.
The family's coming, so spend time with them.
Man,
good food.
That's what's up, man.
Good times, laughs.
That's what it's all about, good food, family, some Christmas Day basketball. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, it's about to be.
I hate to start it off with basketball, but what did you think about the Christmas Day schedule?
Okay, this year, NBA Christmas schedule. We want to get into this, man. What were your biggest takeaways? Because I'm getting this list now, and I kind of want to just go through these matchups because, it's. I don't know how I feel about this slate, this season as far as being a great set of games, but I don't know. What do you think? How are you feeling?
I mean, Bucks versus the Knicks. You gotta the Knicks are pretty good. They got a young team. They tanking really well. Just like the Hawks, they're tanking. They're trying to get something too.
They're trying to get Zion.
But they're every now and then, like a tank team, they'll pick a game where they want to foil the good team.
Right.
So maybe this might be it because it's Christmas. They're trying to do an upset or something.
Yeah.
Or maybe the Bucks will whoop their ass. So it's a give or take.
Yeah. I mean, this is I feel like the Bucks are gonna whoop their ass. I feel like it's gonna be an ass whooping just because the boy Giannis is out here with like a squad finally that know what they're doing. He's out here with like a squad that's got like shooters everywhere. This man Brook Lopez is just like turned into like one of the top 5 centers in the game. Like this shit is like overnight. Like it's like the perfect fit with Giannis. And you already know your guard play has been well with Bledsoe and Brogdon kind of buying into Bud's system. You know what I mean? And Chris Middleton is a dog.
Yeah, they're just making they have a good system to run on. He got good players to run on his system over there.
Right. Yeah. That's what I mean. Like when he was here in Atlanta, I was just like, wow. Just imagine like if this dude had like some real some
superstar. He got like a real deal superstar in Giannis. He out there just doing his thing. He's making them better.
Right.
So it's like, yeah, it's Christmas.
Yeah.
You think they're gonna try to win something?
So that's one that I feel like it will be. That's one I think out of all of them, I think I'm the least interested in that one.
Right.
Now Thunder versus Rockets. I thought this game would be a lot better than what it is going to be. Just due to the fact that the Rockets have been so disappointing. I feel like they're gonna turn it on at some point. I feel like they got to make a move of some sort. But OKC actually has been, pretty damn good, bro. Like, how you feeling about this one?
Yeah, the pieces. Dennis Schroeder's on the team.
Yeah.
Maybe he's doing his thing. Russell.
Yeah.
And any team that you have Paul George on.
Right.
Like,
I think, yeah. OKC is really doing it with defense this year.
Like they locked down. It's lockdown defense over there.
I'm just thinking about a lot of it without Andre Roberson.
Yeah, but imagine if they had him too.
Man, I don't know where he is in his recovery. But I
it's
don't
like nowhere near. You don't hear his name.
Yeah, I don't think I'm not sure if this year is off the table.
It's gonna be late.
Yeah, it would be very late if in fact that was the case. But in Houston, I mean, my goodness, man, like you talking about CP3, James. I mean, it was magic last year, and this year it's just like shit. You don't have Ariza, you don't have Mbamute, and it just all goes to shit. I just didn't expect it to be like this. The Melo thing didn't work out. I mean, whose fault it is irrelevant. It's just like, bro, like the shit ain't working, bro. Y'all got to figure something out.
Yeah.
I think they got to make some kind of move, bro. Like I don't know what it is.
I don't know. I don't know what they can do.
They lost out on Ariza again.
Yeah.
You know
that was the only shot.
Yeah.
They really should just, asked him back and gave him what he wanted, but they couldn't give it because they gave it to other people.
Right. And I mean, yeah. I don't know, bro. The Rockets, I mean, y'all just aren't in a position, that we thought y'all gonna be. I thought it was, top 3 seed, and now it's just kind of like, damn, can you get into the playoffs? So that next matchup is Philly versus Boston. This is gonna be a good one. This is like the first real good one. I'm interested to see Jimmy, out here with Joel and Ben Simmons, and I want to see this is up against Boston, because I mean this is a pretty good matchup for both. I mean, where you're talking about Philly, man, I mean they're not deep.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying?
Not by any means.
So
they got a good 7.
Right.
7, 8.
And they weren't deep before, and then you trade Covington and Cyrus. So now you really not deep.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like they got to make a move also. But I mean, it's yet to be seen, because I mean you have all this tied up in Markelle Fultz. You know what I'm saying? And it's like you have to trade him. Like they talking all this shit. Like we're thinking about holding on to him. Like, bro, you need to get you either have to move him, because I mean, bro, is just like taking up a spot on your team, taking up money on your team. You know what I'm saying? Like a first overall pick actually makes a lot even on a rookie deal.
Yeah.
So it's like
some M's.
So and then he's really like your only trade chip left, because you traded a lot to get him. So you got to try to get something, like some role players, because you have no role players.
No.
Muscala is not like. I mean, he's fine.
He does his thing. He plays on the basketball team. Like you can't even hate on Muscala. He'll get his threes. Yeah. He'll block a shot one game out of 5. He'll lay it up, dunk it. Whatever you need him to do. He has grit for the white players.
Right. I mean, he was always here in in Atlanta, and it would always be like, damn, like Moose should be getting more tick, and it just kind of like it just never happened. Like, but Budenholzer was like, this is nah. He's getting 7 minutes.
Yeah, a strong 7.
Strong 7. But yeah, bro. I just feel like, I mean, Philly just has to make some sort of move, whether it be for a kind of a 3-and-D kind of guy, because they don't have a lot of shooting. They don't have defense either, so it's kind of like you need both of those things. So it seems like 3-and-D is the way to go, but you didn't get the one guy. I'm going to that like with all these teams. Like you didn't get a reason, motherfucker. Like what were you thinking?
That was the guy.
That was so
he
stupid.
Just ended up somewhere else. Why?
Yeah. Boston. I mean, so that team is finally looking how we expected it to look.
But I figured that is going to be like the second half of the season when you're going to really see it. They trying to figure each other out.
Think Boston?
Yeah. Like they're going to get back to where
they figuring it out.
Watch February to playoffs. Boston going to be a number 1.
I feel like
a strong number 1 compete with Toronto.
Yeah, man. I feel like Boston, if they get, the play they want out of Jaylen Brown and Terry Rozier, I feel like them kind of taking it back up to that level that they were at last year, both of them, I feel like that would take Boston to like the next level. It's yet to be seen, like for all of them to kind of gel together along with guys like Marcus Smart, like those bench guys, like they got to really, start playing well, and that's kind of like what's been happening.
Yeah.
Along with Kyrie kind of taking his game back to where he was as well. Man, it is. Whew. They might be a problem. I mean, they very well could be the favorite out of the East. A lot of people will still say, Toronto. But yeah, they're right there with Toronto in my opinion. What do you think?
Yeah, I think they're they're on the same level. Kyrie is figuring it out after the injury. You know how that is with certain players. He's one of them.
Uncle Drew himself.
Yeah, had a whole movie and shit.
Had a whole movie. You know.
But everybody's looking good. You know, Horford giving his solid effort.
Yes.
Everybody's on the same page.
Yeah,
and Brad, it's to be seen because you just don't know what's going to happen. Second half, but Celtics is on the way.
And Horford hasn't really been himself like yet. When he gets back into his defensive mode, and what I'm saying, he's not a rim protector by any means.
But he don't have a rim protector for real.
Yeah, that's their weakness.
That's what they're trying to get AD.
Yeah, man, that'll change things. Aaron Baines does what he can, but
I don't know who will win this game. I will give it to the Celtics though.
Yeah, this I'm leaning Celtics on this one.
Yeah.
I just think they're better
too.
They're a better team in every way, and I just that memory of Joel Embiid just getting locked the fuck up by Al Horford is still so entrenched in my mind.
Right.
Like, what the hell, that playoff series? I mean, I could not.
He really old man, that nigga.
He really old man, that nigga.
Like, hey, look, son.
That was wild. So yeah, bro. Moving on to, probably the game of the night in a lot of people's minds.
I don't know why. It's because it's all Christmas.
You know what I mean?
That's all.
Lakers and Warriors. So LeBron, and the Lakers, what I'm saying, in that lineup, that everybody's been kind of waiting on them to start playing.
Mm-hmm.
It's it's looking pretty good. How do you feel about the way they've been playing lately?
How do you feel about LeBron's though? Like
I like them together.
I tandem they starting to try to sell or do on the court now. I
think it's cool. I think Lonzo is marketable through Big Baller Brand and all that shit. I think it all would be good in the LA sense.
Look, Big Baller Brand had it figured out from the beginning.
Yes.
They knew LeBron was gonna take him underneath his wing and make him his number 2.
Yep.
And Lonzo is gonna do that shit. He's gonna be like, okay,
yes,
yeah, I will be your number 2 until I figure it all out.
Like LeVar ain't saying shit. Like LeVar just like I told you that. He didn't shut the fuck up.
I told you.
He's like, I ain't gotta say nothing no more because this shit happening. You know what I'm saying?
You thinking long term. You think. Well, he kind of said it like a long term shit. This year, this nigga's gonna be number 1. No, you just said he's gonna be number 1 Laker one day.
Man,
that shit may happen.
Yeah. LeVar gonna fuck around and sign that nigga one day.
LeVar signed LeBron.
Oh shit! None of the top 10 things.
Nah, but you gotta think about. But what about the Warriors?
Yo, I gotta say,
you think Mr. Christmas? All of them are like Mr. Christmas.
Pretty much all of them.
Yeah, it's like they all gonna wear Santa hats on Christmas.
Just
hitting threes on them niggas.
You know what I mean? So I feel like, yeah, bro. Golden State. Obviously, we're talking about Kevin Durant. Clay, Steph, all just. They all playing how we expect them to play.
Yeah. They like to have fun when they play. Yeah. Until it's time to get serious.
That's true, man. So they're doing what they do.
Right. Until somebody beat them.
Until somebody beats them, it will continue to be the case. I don't know, man. It'll be interesting to see. I feel like those guys are just gonna roll to the finals again.
Yeah. They might have a little competition in what's that? The semifinals.
Yeah, I think it'll be
Western Conference Finals.
Right. So, because I believe Draymond's back now, isn't he?
Yeah.
I think he's back. So I think he came back Monday, if I'm not mistaken. So I feel like if those guys get on the same page, I mean, like that's what we were really wondering what was going on with him, KD, and so it's kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Like, is it gonna be some issues there? But I think we all kind of agreed that that shit would get worked out. So, and from the Lakers standpoint, I mean, this is a team that you very well. I mean, a lot of people, especially now after Houston's demise and shit. Like I feel like everybody kind of just feels like, hey, Bron really does have a chance to just carry these niggas to the finals, like he always to the Western Conference Finals. That is,
that's true. He can figure it out. If he do, and then everybody got to still call him the king.
Yeah,
it's like they want to call him the king once he do like some impossible shit, like give Cleveland a ring.
Yeah, that was.
But then when he go to another team, they want to act like he won't do the same shit with them niggas.
Yeah, if he do the same shit, then
look at Cleveland now. It's desolate. It's like he just went through that shit.
Yeah,
it's like I came here, I used this team, I'm out.
Yep.
And the team was nothing anymore.
You have nothing. You have nothing left.
This nigga's really made evil out here. King James out here doing king shit with basketball teams.
He gotta bleed. He bled their resources dry.
He tried to king Miami, but there was another king in there.
Yeah.
He was like, nah, it's been my team.
Yeah, you're right.
My shit.
It didn't work out, but
no.
I mean, a lot of that was tied to what happened with Chris Bosh.
Yeah.
And it just kind of like then they kind of just stuck in mediocrity.
Yeah.
Constantly, that pride won't let Pat Riley,
Yeah.
tank it up and just
like,
get some assets. So he's stuck in that purgatory down there in Miami right now.
Yeah. It's like LeBron took a whole lot of that team.
Yeah, and like Dan Gilbert is trying to
like Chris Bosh don't play no more. Like
he does not play.
No other team will have Chris Bosh.
Yeah. So I mean,
hell that nigga.
Yeah, bro. I mean, like he literally has not played basketball anymore. Like I just feel like, man, Cleveland, like Dan Gilbert was talking that shit like he was trying to do the same thing, but luckily his team was just too trash to even pull a Miami Heat. And you're seeing that. I mean, I believe they're the worst or second worst record in the NBA.
Right.
They're with the Hawks and like down there. So yeah, after just losing LeBron.
Oh yeah.
Like damn. Like y'all go from like damn
y'all
to
go
last.
From first to worst.
like top of the east to the bottom, like to the very damn bottom.
Like that. You couldn't write that in a book.
You could not.
It's like, oh shit. They just you're first, you're not first, you're last.
True. Man. So yeah, bro. I mean, that was probably the most interesting of the matchups. It'll be interesting to see how that lineup with LeBron and the Young Guns matches up against the Golden State Classic Death lineup. I hope we see it.
Maybe. Yeah. And then they're gonna just drop them off. Yeah. 112 to 107.
I'm trying to think of what my favorite Lakers lineup is, and I think it's the LeBron, Kuzma, Josh Hart, Lonzo, and Tyson.
Yeah,
like that shit.
They would really want to have Tyson and another center. They want to switch.
Yeah, and McGee is. I mean, that's a good combination. I think. I like it.
It's all right.
It's not the best, but
you don't want to add another one.
It's going to be very funny to see. The thing is, it's the reason they got those niggas, and that reason is
cheap.
Well, no, the reason is it goes by the name of Boogie.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because like you, like make no mistake about it, you're going to see this nigga in the playoffs. Like this, is like he's coming back. Like everybody forgot. You know what I'm saying? Like this disgusting ass shit is about to happen, bro. Like they say this nigga is feeling it. He's feeling good in practice.
It's like playing spades and knowing the nigga had like the big Joker.
The Joker just sitting there.
He's just sitting there. He's just looking at everybody like, I got this shit. I'm going to just fuck y'all niggas up on it.
Shit's about to be unfucking real, bro. Like, damn. So
let me throw Boogie Cousins in and just, that's going to be our 5.
Like, what the hell, bro? Like Iggy, sit your ass down.
Iggy gotta come off the bench, but Iggy been coming off the bench his entire life. But he's been a star.
Yeah.
That's
man, it's about to be very interesting come playoff time. I would love to see that matchup. But yeah, so it'll be good. Last matchup of the night, we talking about Portland versus Utah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean that's the wind down. You know what I'm saying?
Man. You know, you're gonna watch about a half or or
it's like
3/4 of the shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like it might be on in the background while you playing spades or something.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? With your cousin them. You know what I'm saying? But I just feel like, hey, bro. You know, they're good players. You know, hey, Damian Lillard, C.J. McCollum, Donovan Mitchell. I mean, these are good players. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I mean, it's a good matchup. So you know, I think it's worth at least a secondary look, man. How's Kyle Korver looked in Utah? I mean, has he been doing anything?
No, I haven't really been hearing anything.
I haven't really heard anything.
You probably got a solid 12 points.
Something like that.
Yeah. Solid 12 points with 4 threes.
Well, Alex Burks has been doing pretty well in Cleveland. So I mean, I don't know if Cleveland certainly isn't feeling bad about that deal at the moment. So it's yet to be seen if Utah will recoup value by way of Kyle Korver. So, but yeah, bro. I mean, the Christmas Day slate, it's not bad. You know what I'm saying? Like it could be worse. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think it's the greatest thing ever. You know what I'm saying? So, and a lot of people were saying that hey, it's Christmas. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people ain't gonna be going to work the next day. Hey, that Lakers Warriors actually could have been the late one. You know what I'm saying? Like why people like turning up and shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like hey, if the kids sleep, the kids sleep. You know what I'm saying? Like that could just be one to just be like turned on. You know what I'm saying? Why?
Exactly.
But it is what it is. So yeah, bro. I mean, the NBA in general. I mean, I kind of wanted to circle back to what we were alluding to earlier with all of these teams who did not make the move for Trevor Ariza. So this trade is, it was first of all, it was crazy how it broke up. So like the trade that wasn't, you know what I mean, was the 3-way trade with Phoenix, Memphis, and Washington.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently the hang up was, okay, we're supposed to be getting Brooks from Memphis, but they wanted Dylan Brooks and not Marshawn Brooks. Oh, Marshawn, hell no, we want that nigga. We said Brooks, nigga, not motherfucking. Like I don't understand how you like miss out. You know what I'm saying? Like ain't no way you make a deal without saying somebody's first and last name. Like that
Right.
shit don't make no sense. Like, bro,
Like you just going by last names out here?
like come on. And who the hell would want? Like hey, I'll do respect to Marshawn Brooks, but who is trying to trade for Marshawn Brooks? It's a league minimum guy. You know what I mean? Like so, it's like it don't really make sense.
Go there, man. You just go out there and sit on the bench.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, Marshawn, he understands the game. You know what I'm saying? He been here. You know what I'm saying? He's still in the league. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
he got stories. He put some minutes in there.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Don't discredit him because it's hard to be in the NBA.
Exactly.
But still, nobody want him to trade. It's not putting any value to the team.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's fucked up. Like that because we know what it is, and it's y'all was doing a deal. Somebody vetoed the shit, like your owner or some shit, and then you had to make up a bullshit lie. You know what I'm saying? To come up out of there. Like, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta drag the boy Marshawn through we're gonna use his name as some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So now, like, when people think of Marshawn Brooks, they gonna think of that shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so y'all really, that was some bullshit. So yeah, bro. I mean, hey, but the other side of the deal is what really mattered, and that was the fact that they actually did rectify it, and it was just going to be a 2-team trade. So it was Washington straight up with Phoenix for Kelly Oubre and Austin Rivers. Austin Rivers already been cut, so so much for that.
Yeah, Austin Rivers out here. We'll get to that a little later.
And I mean, Phoenix gets Kelly Oubre, which he's kind of in that Trevor Ariza mold, just not quite the shooter yet that Trevor Ariza is, but he's got that kind of potential. And then maybe even a little bit more upside. But I just...
Do you think he's going to get to that potential with the Suns?
I don't, but I mean, I think it's not inconceivable because conceptually he does work with DeAndre Ayton as like a 4 who can like, you know what I mean, like get out and guard on the perimeter and, play a little defense down low.
All right.
And he's like real athletic and he can shoot threes in theory. But I mean, I would imagine, it's something that, hey, if he continues to work on it, hang out with Devin Booker and, you know what I'm saying? Y'all motherfuckers just jacking up shots with Mikal Bridges as well. It's still out there. I mean, I think that's a nice potential lineup with like Ayton Oubre at the 4, Bridges at the 3, Devin Booker. And the only question
Devin
is,
Booker's gonna stay there?
I'm not sure. They're playing him a lot at the 1 now because they just have no point guard, which is why I was thinking maybe they were going to do something with the Austin Rivers thing. I thought like, okay, maybe they try to play him and Booker together. That sounds like a disaster defensively and offensively. But hey, I was like, I just felt like you could have got more for Trevor Ariza, but like, I thought the only reason they would have made that trade was like, man, we really like Austin Rivers. Like,
no,
Kelly Oubre just didn't seem like enough to me. You know what I mean? Like, I just felt like you could have got more for Trevor, like from the other teams. But yeah, no, it is what it is. I mean, I feel like Houston would have gave you more than that. Houston at least gave you like a first,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Like
something,
like probably 2 firsts, maybe. Well, I don't know about 2. They would give you a first. I mean, that's all you get. That's enough, bro.
Right?
Because you might not even. Oubre is a restricted free agent at the end of the season anyway. Who knows how this short-term, investment will work out. But yeah. So that trade happened, and Ariza played his first game with the Wizards against the Hawks the other night, and damn, like them niggas lost to the Hawks. Like,
yeah, the Hawks put the paws on them. Man, like I was just talking about before, sometimes when you tank, team want a team to beat. So it was like, the Wizards, they food. It ain't nothing to go through the Wizards right now and try to go through it, because sometimes they'll just lose on purpose,
right?
By like 2.
True. I mean, it just, it happened. And I mean, it looks like, I mean, when you're looking at the landscape here, the Western Conference is starting to get competitive. I mean, how you feeling about, speaking of Austin Rivers, his dad, how he's doing out there with them Clippers? They actually not looking bad, bro.
No, they're looking really good. It's like,
got Blake up out of here, got Chris up out of here, got DJ up out of here, like everybody up out of here.
It's like, I didn't want none of them niggas, so I wanted to start myself.
You know what I'm saying?
So he out there just coaching the team really good. Everybody's putting their part.
Yeah.
Tobias. They're doing this thing.
Tobias has been doing well. I mean, Shea's looking good. Talking about, I mean, obviously still got, Lou coming off the bench. But I mean, I just think, and Montrezl Harrell has really been like, it's like Lou won the 6th man of the year last year. Montrezl Harrell, like, he's trying to come for that shit this year. So I mean, they continue to just be a deep team. So I mean, I'm interested to see what they do. But I mean, I just I think it was crazy. I mean, a lot of people thought Doc was gonna be out on the way out after they took away his GM title, and no, it's really like, bro, you're a good coach, but you just need to coach.
We said that before. They just need to focus on coaching. They don't need to focus on who's coming on the team. Just coach them.
Right. That's not what your priority needs to be, because it's you're gonna be too conflicted. Because as a GM, you have to be forward thinking, but as a coach, you're always in the now, just trying to win all the time. Like, it ain't no half stepping. So you got to be on the same page, front office and coaching staff, and they just Now I think it's you see what happens, like even like when in Atlanta with Budenholzer and Schling is like, okay, I need to rebuild, but it's like, bro, I'm trying to win, and it's like, look, you're a good coach, but it's like, hey man, you gotta go on about your way, you know what I'm saying, and you win, do your winning thing, and I'm gonna get somebody who's focused on development. So yeah, bro. I mean, and speaking of development, so it's finally happening, bro. Like the Kings, like the young guns, the Kings got, bro. Like this shit's finally clicking, bro. Like. And you remember we've been very high on De'Aaron Fox on this podcast. So it feels good to see that shit just kind of like happen immediately. like that shit, like year 2, like we were at the game, and when Sacramento actually came here to Atlanta, and De'Aaron Fox completely destroyed the Hawks with a triple double. This was very early in the season, and we were like, okay, these niggas are like not fucking around this year. And that is absolutely the case. You got guys like Buddy Hield and Willie Cauley-Stein, like really balling. Shit, man. I mean Bagley is he's doing cool. I mean he's getting about 20 something minutes a game. You know what I'm saying? Nothing major. But I mean, Iman Shumpert is playing pretty well. Yeah. Also, and Bogdanovich is out here just burying trays left and right. So I mean, he's got De'Aaron has like a lot of space around him to operate, because he got shooters. And bruh, himself, he's shooting lights out like a motherfucker too. So it's like crazy. So yeah, man, shout out to the Kings, man. I mean, Dave Yeager is out here coaching his ass off. How you feeling about them boys like so far this year?
Yeah, I think they're doing their thing. De'Aaron Fox talking about he's the fastest player in the league.
I believe it.
Like the way he'll lay up like that. This is a flash.
Right. Yeah, bro, it's like going 100 miles an hour out here. He might have that Devin Hester speed. Like, remember that 100? Yeah. Or Madden, like 2K. I don't know, bro. Like, like
you can run all the way back in the goal.
Man, you ain't lying, bro. So I mean, it's interesting, man. I mean, you think about the top of that draft. It was, as far as point guards were concerned, it was Lonzo, it was Markelle Fultz, and it was clearly they had De'Aaron like buried, bro. And I mean, it's just wild when you think about how that's unfolded. Lonzo, is still like finding his way. Where I guess we don't know what his Markelle Fultz situation is, and as we kind of alluded to earlier, it's just like, man, like Philly, y'all got to do something with my man's because he just needs a new start. You know what I'm saying? Like they had this article that came out. I mean, they just go in detail, a lot of details about what's going on with Markelle Fultz, like in his life and shit, man. It's just like a lot of shit, man. It's just like, bro, like get him out of Philly. You know what I'm saying? He need to start over. So I mean, like it'll be interesting to see. Philly needs somebody. They need bodies. Right. People who could play. So it's like anybody. Man, like just get some guys in here, bro. So.
Elton Brand is the GM or something over there, president.
Yeah,
he need to get back out there. Like they need that nigga. Yeah. Like get back, go back.
I feel like Elton could play right now, bro.
I told it's only been like 2-3 years since he played, maybe if that.
Because I mean today, he's a 5.
I remember saying that. Oh yeah, he's still in the league about a year ago. Yeah.
It wasn't that long ago. It was like, bro, get out here. Like, y'all need to make a playoff push. They ain't gonna play until the playoffs. Like, all right, I'm picking myself up. Buyout market. Like, I'm picking myself up. But yeah, man, it'll be good to see if they were actually able to swing something like that. But yeah, bro. I mean, I think it's pretty interesting. I mean, we touched on the Lakers as well. So I mean, yeah, man, I just feel like, the Western Conference is really, very deep in general. The Eastern Conference is very top heavy. The East is.
There's like a top.
Yeah.
4?
Top 5. I would say top 5. Because Indiana's been looking really good.
Yeah, Indiana. You can't forget about Victor Oladipo.
Yeah, those boys.
Have you heard his R&B album?
I've not heard it. I've heard about it. I heard it wasn't bad.
It was kind of straight. I heard a couple of them.
I heard it wasn't bad.
But I'm still seeing Victor Oladipo, so it's like
that shit funny, bro.
Like you just looking at Victor Oladipo, you can just imagine Victor Oladipo and then hearing somebody else sing.
That is some weird shit. Like just thinking about him on the
he's
track.
Trying. Like he out there like you got some, putting some production. He in the studio.
Wow. Well, man, hey, he's not the first.
I guess he's using that, injury time wisely. Yeah. You got to do what you got to do.
In the studio, he was happy as fuck. Probably being injured. Like hell yeah, I can finish this album.
Yeah,
I finished this tape. Like whatever the case.
But it's still good. You should really check it out. For real, check it out.
I'm gonna put it on the list, adding it as we speak here. So. Bruh, so I mean, we're talking about how top heavy the East is, and how deep the West is. I mean, even like there's so many teams that are still in it, because even teams like Houston that have been disappointing, like a lot of these other teams, they're still right there at the cusp. I'd say probably like maybe 13 out of 15 are probably still in the mix out there. So
yeah,
everybody else is
the Hawks are out of it.
Yeah,
they I think I'm confident in saying that they're gonna tank good this year.
Yeah, I would say. And I feel like Atlanta is one of the teams who should be selling these veterans to teams like Philly, and maybe teams like maybe New Orleans should be looking. Somebody Houston, obviously, like these teams that need help.
But they're not gonna get rid of Vince Carter. Vince Carter found the founding youth in Atlanta. I don't know what he's going through, how his experience in the city's going.
Yeah.
He's out here dunking again. He's out there getting in the top 10 3-point shooters list.
Yeah.
Like, he's been, he's a 3-point shooter who happens to dunk now. That's what Vince Carter turned into.
Man, I don't know. Okay, in theory, this is what I'm thinking about, because I had not considered Vince Carter for a playoff team at all. Like, that didn't even cross my mind like one bit.
No.
But I guess it is in the realm of possibility. So I mean, hell, even Philly, who needs, shooting.
Get you somebody that can give you a good 12 minutes. Give you a strong 12 minutes.
You don't need too much from him, Philly. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, the old man can still shoot, man. He be out here like hitting like corner threes and shit like it.
And he be dunking on niggas.
He'll
give you one dunk a game.
Take it easy with him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey,
let him do his dunk. if he boom that bitch on you, just be like, all right, cool.
We're not saying Vince is like a centerpiece. We're saying like he's filling. Because like you would probably have to trade.
New stadium, legend of a player.
Well, yeah. You know what I'm saying?
It's all about money at the end of the day.
They probably have to include Wilson Chandler in any trade. You know what I mean? So it's like you would need somebody who can kind of play that.
So you putting Wilson Chandler in a trade?
Well, I think you would have to, because only pieces you have like for salary matching purposes are Wilson Chandler and Markelle Fultz, really. And it's
wow.
So I don't know how would you give up Markelle Fultz in a trade with the Hawks? You need shooting, but what would you do, like Jeremy Lin or Kent Bazemore, something like that? Dwayne Dedman, maybe? I don't know. So all those guys can shoot. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's a good place to shop. You know what I'm saying? It ain't too many places open. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
You gotta take what you can get, bro. You know what I'm saying? They'll sell you some veterans. Hell, maybe you do give up Markelle Fultz, who's doing nothing for you at all, anyways. So I just think, man, it'll be interesting to see how that unfolds. Speaking of Atlanta, so yeah, bruh, it is looking very bleak. On the other end of the spectrum when we're talking about the football team.
Oh, you wanted to bring it up? I was gonna just ignore it. I was gonna let you pass on it.
Just for all intents and purposes, I was told that hey, this is something that has to be. It can no longer be glossed over. I've been casually, not talking about my Falcons lately, just because it's nothing to talk about. Like, fuck these niggas. I'm so pissed off.
Every time we talk about the Falcons, I'm bringing it up. Like I'm checking for the Falcons. It's like, oh, them niggas are going down the list,
bro.
What's going on?
They are not interesting.
But let me tell you, my nigga.
What is this?
This last game they had here at the crib
against the Arizona Cardinals.
Yeah, terrible team.
Terrible team.
They had little flashes of that was their little moral victory right there. Beating the shit out of the Cardinals.
Look, man, I just think, listen,
Debo came back. That was the moment.
The
defense got a lot better.
Defense has gotten a lot better. DeMonte KZ is balling out.
He's at the end of the season when y'all don't even, contend for the playoffs.
KZ's been balling out all year for the most. He just had no help. But now that he has Deion Jones out there, like another legitimate baller out there on defense, it's starting to show. And then, when you and KZ is saying, like, look, man, like, we know we have a conundrum here with Ricardo Allen and Keanu Neal coming back next year. Listen, play me a corner, my nigga. Like, so this is what they're supposedly that's the scoop. Like, he's gonna be playing corner next year. Like, he was a corner in college, but they were already set at corner because they had Alford and Trufant and Poole. So it was like, okay, maybe we could play this nigga at safety. He'll get more playing time. So, but it's a situation now where Robert Alford and Desmond Trufant have both clearly lost steps, and they're both near not what they once were.
Step, or they just all of a sudden couldn't play no more.
They're not that good. They're right there at that tipping point for corners. They're both late 20s. Yeah. So we knew this day was coming soon.
But so you just hate to see it on people that was kind of like just there, not really like putting the strong foot forward. They were just out there, playing to the system and playing well.
Yeah, they
But
didn't really.
when it's like, what he's like,
They're
28,
fine.
29?
Yeah, they were fine. I mean, I think True Font probably like 28.
Yeah.
Alfred like 29, 30. I think I think I'm somewhat close in those. But I mean, as a secondary, it's just it's time to reload.
They just
yeah.
I don't know.
Well, they got to. I mean, in theory, and just putting this out there. I mean, when you're talking about, well, no, I mean, you're talking about Devontae KZ and your second round pick this year, Isaiah Oliver, potentially at cornerback spots next year. Getting rid of that money what True Font offered potentially. Or maybe kicking one of them into nickel, maybe True Font into nickel, and there's no way in hell you need to be paying both of them corners what you're paying them next season, and then you're gonna have Ricardo Allen back, the captain of your defensive secondary, who can really just kind of call everything out, and Keanu Neal, the hammer himself, and with hopefully a potentially a new monster up front to go along with Grady Jarrett, because you can hopefully hopefully they don't win these last two games. I feel like they are.
Yeah, they're gonna win them.
You know what I'm saying? Like
who they're playing?
Well, they have Carolina, the Cam Newton-less Carolina Panthers, and we'll get into that in a moment.
Mm-hmm.
But they have them. Then they have Tampa Bay the next week. So it's like two games that are annoyingly winnable. It would have been nice if they were playing playoff contenders who, just really needed the wins, and
right.
But I mean, I feel like these motherfuckers will end up 7-9, picking 11th or some shit. When you had the opportunity, if you just lose these last couple games, you can maybe get a guy like Ed Oliver, or perhaps a Rashawn Gary, or even maybe a Quinnen Williams. But I mean, just imagine any of those monsters up front. I mean, it's just what if?
It's coming to a new defensive age.
Yes.
Thanks to the Chicago Bears.
Man.
Just in playing a player.
I'm telling you. It is crazy. But yeah, man, I mean, we're talking about, the Chicago Bears, a little transition there. Man, I got to tell you, watching the way they, play defense, and I mean, it's that time of year. I mean, hey, it gets cold. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The defense, when you play a good defense, you see a lot of offenses around the league are slowing down. Like a lot of them.
Yeah. Slowing down hard.
A lot of them slowing down. A lot of them.
Shout out Saints. Who that? Slowing down a little hard out there. Shout out to Kansas City. Kansas City Chiefs with Mahomes. Getting a little jitters right before the playoffs.
Man, I feel like Mahomes, they've had some tough matchups. You
right.
know what I mean?
He's like, he's really trying. He's out here facing some
playoff teams. Like the Ravens, Ravens defense and shit.
That loss he got to Phillip Rivers.
Yeah.
He's like,
yeah,
you dealt with the wrong one. You tried to shoot out with the wrong quarterback.
Yeah, that is one. Phillip Rivers is just a bad motherfucker. Like, he's underrated.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, people just don't give him the man enough props, because he always got everybody around him is always injured.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully, it's trying to happen now with Melvin Gordon missing these last couple of weeks,
right.
and Keenan Allen having a hip pointer, and costing a lot of people, L's in their fantasy playoff matchups. I was luckily able to survive the madness that was him and fucking Josh Gordon with his one catch. Like, bro, what the fuck? Like, that shit was impossible. But yeah, just when you think about Patrick Mahomes and Kansas City Chiefs, I mean, bro, like, man, I gotta tell you, the way they hung with the Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah.
I mean, and just talking about from a standpoint of, as a quarterback, having a good game against that defense is just that's not easy. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like anything spectacular. It was maybe like, a couple touchdowns, but I mean, bro, like, decent yardage. So it's like, man, like, that's probably, if not the best, maybe second best to Chicago as far as defenses are concerned, in the NFL.
Yeah.
And I mean, the Chargers are, now that they're kind of getting that full strength, with Joey Bosa back, and, guys, in the secondary playing well, obviously Derwin James, you know what I'm saying? I mean, they got a couple of studs here lately in the draft, with guys like Bosa and, with Derwin James. But yeah. I don't know, man. AFC is really shaping up to be something.
It's crazy.
Something very interesting.
What about the wild cards out there?
Well, man, I gotta tell you, the AFC wild card in particular, man. I mean, we're thinking, Kansas City has the AFC West, but it's not guaranteed after that loss to the Chargers.
Nope.
So they very
keep
well
winning.
Yeah, they very well could end up with a wild
switch.
card. So they're in that mix.
That'd be crazy if the Chargers switch with Kansas City.
Yes, I mean, it's I think it's somewhere in the neighborhood of 8 teams. All of them got a shot at a wild card and a number 1 seed.
Right.
All of them. It's crazy, man. But yeah, the Chiefs, would be a lot of people's favorites. Some people are favoriting the Chargers, but those are the 2 teams that right now that you're really thinking about, followed by Pittsburgh. As a team that is probably going to be a division winner up there. But there is another team in that division who is proving to be I don't know, man. It's your boy Greg Williams.
At the beginning, that the Browns are going to make the wild card. It's looking like that. They started a little slow. They had to switch teams.
Switch coaches?
Yeah. The teams. You see, it was 2 different teams. It was 2 different teams once Baker Mayfield came and Tyrod got taken out. That same game was a different team.
Yep.
Once they got rid of Hugh Jackson, different team. So it's I was like, these pieces they got.
Right.
Defense, they got Baker Mayfield. They needed some life. The fans are gonna rock behind Baker Mayfield, and he's just he's a dramatic football player. He's an actor. He probably would be sitting in one of those Tonight shows or something.
I feel like it.
I think he already did that. Drew Brees does it, but he sits with Ellen and all them.
Right. Yeah, man, he's an interesting guy.
But just his play, he's out there, proving that Jarvis Landry is one of the best wide receivers. It's no denying that. I always said he was better than Odell, but he just needed a quarterback.
Honestly, watching LSU back then, I honestly did feel like Jarvis was the best receiver on that team.
Mm-hmm.
Even though Odell got more publicity even back then.
Yeah.
But it wasn't overwhelming, obviously, like it is now, because he's like a superstar after that, being in New York and
getting that one-hand catch.
Having better quarterback play. Say what you want about Eli. Eli can get it to at least, if you one guy, Eli can get it to you.
Yeah. He's I'm my little pocket right there.
Just throw it up there. Fuck it. Let it. But and Jarvis Landry having Ryan Tannehill. Obviously did not help the situation down there, and a lot of times not even Tannehill. He had a Cutler last year, didn't he?
Yeah,
poor guy. Damn.
Yeah, Cutler didn't give a damn. He's like, bro, I'm getting this check for this year, and I'm gonna take a vacation because I already had money with my other job.
I really hate that they got rid of Josh Gordon, but I guess it is what it is.
Yeah.
Damn.
And then the other rookie name is escaping me. Callaway.
Oh, Antonio Callaway.
Yeah. You can you're finding out that that's going to be Baker's guy if everything works out, because he's out there. Baker's trying to get it to him,
right,
and then give it to Jarvis Landry.
I would love to see that happen. I would love to see them kind of gel. Antonio Callaway kind of being able to step it up and be that guy that a lot of people are expecting him to be, even down in Florida. A lot of people felt like with his talent level, he could have done a little bit more. So talented young receiver. Hopefully him and Baker get on the same page. Both of them, that would be good. That would be good to see, along with Jarvis and my boy Nick Chubb at the backfield. Who is every down back. You know what I mean?
He's out there like Ty Gurley.
Yeah, like every play.
Yeah, I'm not afraid to admit that Georgia produces one of the best running backs.
Like that shit is getting out of hand.
That's a running back place right there.
Yeah,
just like LSU is like, if you want a defensive back,
yep,
they out there.
Got DBs for days.
Got DBs for days.
Defensive players, really.
Yeah.
You think about Deion Jones, guys like that. But yeah, bro. It's yeah, man. It's gonna be interesting to see. Just I guess circling back here, I kind of wanted to touch on, after we kind of discussed the Browns a little bit. Elsewhere in the AFC, it's this other team, man, the Patriots, bro. Like, what the hell is going on, bro?
Man.
Gronk looks like he's not, I want to say done, but like he don't look like the Gronk we used to see. Brady.
I want to take this moment and say my kind of upset moment, because I played with James White. In the
Oh
playoffs.
man, James White.
Yeah. They have Sonny Michel and Burkhart and all those white.
Fucking James Devlin,
Yeah,
also stealing touchdowns. Like, damn it! Like,
who's out here, playing, because they got everybody, and that's what I'm upset about. It's like they got everybody in healthy, but they still playing worse than how they played when they were hurt.
Yeah, I mean, it is yet to gel there offensively. I mean, I don't know if it's yet to gel or if it's like, more so regressing, because they were looking good there for a minute. Josh Gordon was. I mean, I just feel like that was the biggest thing for me in this most recent game. I mean, the fact that Josh Gordon literally was targeted twice in this game, and it wasn't like he wasn't on the field. He was out there like damn near every snap. It's just like, and just to not get targeted at all, this just like, what are we doing here?
He got a couple of them. Just a couple.
Man, yeah. I mean, and they were very early. It was like he got like a catch on like the first drive.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I think he got one. They tried to throw it to him like one more time, and I think that was it. Like, what the fuck was going on that day?
Who knows?
So,
it's easy with Tom Brady, and
you don't see them lose back-to-backs often, and it's very rare that you see them not have home field advantage. I don't think they're gonna have that shit this year.
No, they're gonna have to be on the road. I don't think Brady gonna make it.
Last time you see Brady on the road, like I've
Brady
never
on the
seen
road.
this
It's
nigga
like, if he come through this, then he's trying to prove a point that he's the greatest quarterback. He's like, let me just play hurt these last couple games.
Doing that LeBron shit.
Like, yeah,
like,
and then
just get in there.
Push themselves out the wild card.
Let's just get in.
It's like, show you that we just we'll win on any court.
It's like, y'all say I can't do it without home field? Okay.
No, we can do it. We don't even have to be at home.
Don't even, bro. I mean, you're right, man. I mean, that's gonna be it's gonna be interesting to see, man. Speaking of home field, so New Orleans, you all are continuing to take steps forward as far as trying to ensure home field. You damn near did it.
Yeah, that was such an ugly win,
man,
and it hurt my heart a little bit because Drew Brees was the reason why I got knocked out the playoffs.
Right. Oh man, yes.
Yeah.
Drew Brees has been very disappointing in the last few weeks.
They made a run-heavy team now, which is cool. It works to give them wins, which proves that they have a good defense.
Right.
Like, the defense has stepped up from the beginning. It's like they all are out there playing their part. Everybody's the pass rush is ridiculous. They manhandle everybody. Poor Cam. Like, Cam is out here having to be out now.
Shout out Cam for trying to play, man.
Yeah, trying to play a hungry ass same defense.
Like, but I mean, you picked the wrong like that.
It was like, bro, we trying to win, and the offense ain't doing shit. Like, we just you gotta hold this win.
Like, that was crazy, bro. Like, yeah, I mean, I think one thing I feel is important just to note is, the fact that y'all have been on the road these past few weeks, and I'm telling you, like, defense travels, running the ball travels, and I mean, you're seeing the way that they were able to get those wins on the road, at Tampa Bay and at Carolina, and even the Dallas game, it was that kind of game.
Yeah, it was just like if they would have made a field goal, they would have won the game because that's how the defense was holding them. Like, their defense on the road has been like locked down.
Right. Exactly. So I mean, now that they have done what it takes, kind of the anti-Tom Brady actually tried to by achieving what you set out to do, which is to get home field. Now they can go back to what they do, and I mean, offensively, I feel like playoff time, getting back in the Superdome, offense is going to be right back to doing what the hell they want to do out there.
Out there just throwing the hell out of the ball.
Even this Sunday. Well, because even this Sunday, I'm so interested to see y'all's matchup against Pittsburgh.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Like, Pittsburgh is trying to be in the playoffs, so they're a very dangerous team.
Yes.
But the Saints at home has like muffled dangerous teams, just how they did, the Rams, and kind of like the defense kind of got at golf, like, was able to make big stops at big moments.
Saints got good defense.
Yeah.
But
Drew Brees was able to shoot it out. Yes. That's his most dangerous, and Ben Roethlisberger is going to shoot it out with him.
Yes, he's not. Yeah, Ben Roethlisberger is not about to just go into the night. I will say though, I mean, just thinking about that matchup. I mean, my goodness, man. I mean, a lot of people are saying the Saints are like in a position since they are so, they pretty much have home field sewn up. Like, are they going to be resting guys? Like, how do you feel about that?
Not this game.
Not this week.
No, I don't think so. If they're gonna rest, they're gonna wait until they have is announced
clinched
that they got clinched, that they got first round bye, that they got home field advantage.
So it's potentially.
I think it's like this. In the NFC is gonna be to the last game, so everybody's gonna play to the last game.
Well,
unless the Rams lose or the Saints lose or something like that.
I'm saying, well, I mean, as a Alvin Kamara owner, I would employ the Saints to lose this week. That would be great, so that they would have something to play for on next Sunday. So I guess how do you
against the Panthers? That might be nasty. A Cam Newton-less Panthers at the Dome. For home field.
Like, talking about 42 points, Kamara. Like, that's the kind of type of game we need to patch. But hey, the man has done it before. So yeah, bro. I mean, just looking ahead. I mean, I feel like y'all are in a pretty good spot there to move on. Into a first round bye. Elsewhere in the NFC, I mean, LA, man, what the hell is going on out there, man? Like, I mean, shit. Jared Goff looks awful.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm personally having to bench him this week, in favor of our guy Baker Mayfield. But I mean, what are you thinking, man? What do you think is the problem? I mean, Todd Gurley's banged up.
Yeah, Todd Gurley is clearly hurt, like really hurt, like season-ending hurt.
Yeah.
And
see, you said season-ending hurt?
I don't know. I think it's something with his knee.
I mean, regular season maybe. Like I can't see him. That would be crazy. Him not.
I don't know. Don't get me wrong. I'm saying what it may be, but that doesn't mean that he's not gonna play on that shit.
Oh yeah, I was like, I'm out here.
They have a shot. So he's gonna take it. So
playoff Gurley. I'm ready.
He's gonna probably
see it.
Cortisone wrapped up.
Yeah,
that shit gonna be busting in the off season. Like, you're gonna have to get surgery. I feel just like Cam getting surgery right now.
I'm saying, is Jared Goff out there in the LA market? You need to establish early on that you are not a folder, and if you
he folds.
And yeah, I mean it's looking that way, right? And that's why I'm just like trying to put that out there now. It's like, bro, it is important right now. Like playoffs, like you can't like go one and done, bro. Like you gotta and even right now, bro, if Todd Gurley might be out, this is your time to be like, all right, I'm playing the fucking Cardinals, bro. Like I gotta like rack up some numbers. I gotta like make niggas remember, like, all right, I'm not trash.
Right, I'm still out here.
You know what I'm saying? Like Cooper Kupp did not make me, bro.
Like,
yeah, I'm like,
that's what
it looks like.
It looks like that. It looked like once Cooper Kupp got hurt, he's like, damn, I ain't got my bro here.
Like I ain't shit without him.
That's my number two. Yeah. Like I'm not good. I can throw it to the rest of them, but it's 50-50.
Right.
But he, that's 100% because he threw it to him and he caught it and he got touchdowns.
Yes.
Like that was his dude.
Every white quarterback has that white guy that they throw it to. Every great white quarterback.
Oh shit! Every great white quarterback has a great white receiver.
We're talking about Tom Brady here with Wes Welker. Then obviously moving on to guys like Edelman, Amendola. I mean, you think about how Wes Welker was able to help Peyton Manning capture another championship.
Right.
And before that, Peyton Manning had guys like Brandon Stokely. Mm-hmm. What was the Dallas Clark? You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta have like every white quarterback has to have
Shout
that.
out to Danny Woodhead. But he's just that's a running back. But,
made his name with the Patriots. No, he's catching a lot of passes.
Yeah, he does catch a lot of passes.
You know what I mean?
And that's what the Patriots have. They have those, those white guys that run the ball and catch.
Dude, let me tell you something. Okay, all year long, what have we been hearing? What's wrong with Aaron Rodgers? Oh my God, what is the problem? What is going on? What is the issue? Like we know what the issue is.
It's the dude that's catching 2 passes every 2 games at Oakland Raiders.
Like, why is he in Oakland? Like, it is
for 13 yards.
And like when I saw that transaction this offseason, I was pissed off. Like, I'm not a Packers fan. I ain't no Raiders. I was just pissed. I'm like, bro, what? Like,
Jordy Nelson.
Like, no, like
Derek Carr.
Like Jordy Nelson not in Green Bay is a fucking travesty. Like, I cannot believe like that even happened, bro. Like, so I don't know, man. it's it's just a fact that will continue to reign true, and I mean, yeah, it'll be interesting to see. Watching any new movies, any new things on Netflix, man? I know we were discussing a couple of things. We were trying to see Into the Spider-Verse. Have you checked that one out yet?
No, I haven't seen that yet. We just seen like probably the first 15 minutes.
Yeah,
that shit kind of live. I ain't gonna lie. Like I wanted to see that in the theaters.
Yeah,
and then it proved the point. Like it's gonna be a great movie. It's stylistic. The animation is pretty good, and it's like,
yes,
it gets you there. It's like, okay, this is gonna be a Spider-Man, a movie, like a movie, but it's a cartoon or animated.
Yeah, man. Like I feel like, I mean, shout outs to Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, man. I mean, it is like, I mean, we're just seeing like early on, like in the process, like, oh damn, like this is a brother. Like I didn't expect to see that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Black Spider-Man, all black.
Right.
Like he just Black Spider-Man.
Black pops, all that shit. He there. You know what I'm saying? Like everything, just looking.
Spanish mom,
Yeah, you know what I
mean? He's out there.
It's very, very interesting. So I mean, it's something that I feel like is going to be. I want to see it in its full effect. So yeah, man, it's definitely on the list, man. I mean, but elsewhere, I mean, shit, man. It's.
Did you see Will Smith? Aladdin. So you see him as the genie.
So Aladdin is going to be in theaters next year, 2019.
Right.
It was a picture of Will Smith on the cover of one of the magazines.
Yeah, one of the movie magazines. Something.
But. He just looked like himself in a genie costume. You know what I'm saying?
Will Smith wearing a genie costume.
Like this nigga's just a genie. Like, he just looks like a nigga. Like
he don't look like the genie. He just look like Will Smith.
Trust me, I'm a genie. Like, what the fuck?
He's like, hey y'all, I'm a genie.
Like I don't understand it. Like it looks weird, bro. Like I don't know, man. So I mean, apparently he is not going to be looking like that. He actually is going to be, more, I guess, blue, yeah. Like,
which is even more hilarious. How that nigga was looking in the picture. He was like, "Hey y'all," with his arms up like a nigga.
Smiling ass nigga, happy ass genie.
He pulling up like, "Hey, I fuck with him. I fuck with Aladdin. That's my nigga. I got his back."
Oh shit, man! Like I'm so ready to see this, man. Like I was a big fan. I mean, you got the Return of Jafar. You know what I'm saying? Aladdin and the King of Thieves. We fucked with all of it.
Yeah, all three. It was a trilogy.
It was a trilogy. You know what I'm saying? So, I feel like a lot of those Disney sequels like don't get appreciated for like a lot of them was really like out here still. Like even though a lot of them was going like
Lion King 2 was weak.
You know what I'm saying? Like Lion King 2. Like what was it? Simba's Pride.
Yeah.
Hey man.
Yeah, Simba had a daughter. Like he
had a daughter, and then now they have like my daughter watches like the Lion King, like they got like a show.
Oh yeah, they probably had it. They had it when I was like little.
So I guess he had like a son eventually.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, just looking at that, I'm like, man, this shit look different. So it's gonna, man, I'm ready to see that live action remake though. That is still something I am.
Yeah, see Beyonce,
it's gonna be
Childish Gambino.
I hope they switch it up just a little, because I think what my problem was, I don't want to say problem, but I mean like Beauty and the Beast, Jungle Book, and now, very possibly, I guess probably the Dumbo that's coming out. And I mean, this as well. It's like, it's the exact same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, we could switch it up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't got to be the exact same shit.
Yeah, it's like this is just a movie in real time.
Yeah,
like,
you know what I'm saying?
It's like the movie. It's like
yeah. You know what I mean? So I mean, like we could, put a little bit more creative. But hey, it's still cool. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
They're gonna do it with the same thing as the movie.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're probably right. But I mean, I will.
Because you saw the trailer where they had all the wallabies and running.
It is the exact same thing, and it probably should.
It might be worse when Mufasa died. Then
I think I'm more so talking about like the songs.
oh,
Like, cause like the fact that I heard that they were doing like their own kind of thing. Like,
oh yeah, they can do that. Like
that's gonna be interesting. So yeah, man, I'll be interested to see who performs all these. The different musicians they get will be very interesting to see.
They're probably
man.
gonna have TD do
Who they?
Lion King. Kendrick Lamar do Lion King.
Bruh, they go have like, you remember the Black Panther intro?
Yeah.
Like, doo-doo.
Yeah.
Like, there's gonna be some shit like that, bro. Like, they're gonna have to call the boy in, and it is something that.
That's where Kendrick Lamar has come. Like, he can just do whatever the fuck he want to do.
Like when in doubt, like,
get TD.
Like, just call that nigga. Like, top dog, where is this nigga? Like,
yeah.
Like, but I mean, I think it'll be. Yeah, I'm very much looking forward to 2019. Just, I mean, shit, it's so much coming out. Between that and Avengers, Disney's having a big year. Spider-Man: Far From Home, Captain Marvel as well. So yeah, a lot going on there. I mean, it's is that next year isn't Avatar 2, right? No, I think is that the year?
No, it's 2020.
2020.
I think they finished filming and they doing all the Avatar shit.
Right. Okay. Yes. I mean, but there are a lot of movies coming out. I know a lot of people are anticipating Game of Thrones coming out as well.
You watch Game of Thrones?
I've not, but
it's a great show though.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to get past a couple of episodes, but it's good. It's a story that keeps you in.
I've heard great things, so I mean, I feel like now that it is going to be like kind of I don't know what month that is going to happen, the Game of Thrones thing, but if it happens to fall after the football season, that might be a great time to start. And maybe I might be able to get through it in enough time.
It's gonna be after football season,
right? And like, if you're able to binge it during that time, you'll be ready when the show actually does come back. I remember doing that with I didn't do that to. But I remember just binging Breaking Bad. Like, that shit was so fast. Like, shit was like a wrap very quickly.
That shit started off slow too.
It started off slow, yeah.
So that's what all the good shows, they start off slow as hell, and
Yep.
they pick up and you into it.
That's true.
You're blanking in, 4 seasons in, like The Sopranos,
Yeah,
The Wire for some people. Right. I just recently seen The Wire like 2 years ago.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't really into The Wire.
Right. Yeah, I was not a person who watched, but hey, it's one more for the
shout out to primary premium cable.
Yeah, I mean,
that is finest.
So shouts out to that. But yeah, man, I mean, just 2019 in general. I mean, it's also, you got Toy Story 4 as well.
Oh yeah.
Damn, Dark Phoenix. I don't know how I feel about that.
No, that's gonna. I don't know. I'm just with X-Men movie. I'm waiting for Marvel to start picking it up, and do like a classic X-Men.
Go ahead, end this shit. Try to end it well.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because the last one, I mean, that series was really good until that last one they made. It was just a piece of flaming shit. So, I mean, like, hopefully they can,
It was CG'd out. The story didn't make any sense.
Off. It was Apocalypse himself. Yeah. He was the shittiest villain they've ever come up with.
Yeah.
Like, he was so fucking trash.
He didn't do shit.
Like, damn.
He just choked somebody once with his mind.
And you thought after that cutscene, in Days of Future Past, he was about to be like 5.
Yeah.
And like, he looked different in that cutscene. Like, he looked like a different dude, but then they just made him look like a fucking purple alien or some shit. Like, who the fuck is this nigga, bro? Like, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Nigga did look like a purple alien.
I don't know. Like, did y'all get like too much backlash? Like the Pharaoh needed to be black, and y'all didn't want to make him black, so y'all made the nigga purple, man. Nigga. Like, what the fuck? Like, bro, like, come on, man. Nigga, you know what I'm saying?
I think I remember from like the cartoons as a kid, like Apocalypse was like this swole machine looking nigga.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. I don't know what that was.
It was a very. Then you had Storm in Egypt and shit too. Like, I think. Okay. Yeah. I think Apocalypse and Storm were both not that great.
Nah. She's still a Storm, so that's why I'm a little iffy.
Yeah.
Like, she going into another movie with a job.
Yeah. I'm just like.
Shout out to her. She working. But
yeah. Congratulations.
It's like bigging up Michael B. Jordan in Fantastic Four.
Oh man, I tried. I think I started. I think I made about 7 minutes in.
No, it's terrible.
I
haven't watched the whole movie from start to finish.
Okay,
before.
Gotcha. But apparently, Fantastic Four, like a real one, it is potentially on the horizon. According to a lot of those reports out there, when Marvel made that acquisition, so Fantastic Four and X-Men should be on the table. So they said they're not going to rush that, so it should be a lot of time to spread that shit out. Hey, keep this shit going.
Just go ahead. Just be a little cooler with it. Because right now it's starting to get tiring.
You know what I'm saying?
After the going into Avengers: Infinity War, I was like, man, I'm tired of watching it. This is the last one. But then it drew me in the movie. I was like, oh shit, okay, I gotta see the next one.
That was like the Fast Five.
Okay,
yeah, because Fast and Furious 4 was cool.
It was cool. It was solid.
I was like,
I didn't watch it in the theaters. I saw it
I
saw it on DVD. I think it wasn't no big deal. Like I wasn't rushing to it.
Yeah, because Tokyo Drift was like, okay. I mean, I don't care. I don't care if I see another one of these.
Yeah.
Then they made 4, and it was like, okay, 4 was cool. Like y'all gonna continue this?
Yeah, y'all got everybody back.
I might be interested. And then even when the preview for 5 came out, I'm like, okay, I'm going to see this shit.
Like, they got the goddamn Rock in there fighting Vin Diesel.
The Rock turned that shit up. I believe we've had this conversation.
Yeah.
It is undeniable.
A franchise saver.
He is a franchise saver, and I feel like Thanos might shit. I don't know if I want to say he was a savior of this shit, but goddamn it, he turned this shit all the way to fucking.
Yeah, he did. That was their little. They was trying to piece that shit from the beginning. They always want to show Thanos. He's like, okay. This is what this whole thing was about. Yeah.
Right. Exactly, man. So
now they gotta do everything just to win.
Yeah. It's gonna be when you end that shit saying Thanos will return, you usually always have like the hero names and shit like that. That was the only nigga that's gonna return, goddamn. So yeah, bro. But yeah, man, crazy week, man. Going into Christmas, hey man, Merry Christmas to everybody out there, you know what I'm saying? Hey, enjoy your time off, your families, all that good stuff, man. So I mean, hey.
Oh, real quick, Currency. He got the Weed and Instrumentals dropping on Christmas.
Weed and Instrumentals 3 is dropping on Christmas?
Yeah.
God damn.
No, he just does mixtapes all the time.
Yeah, it's real nigga shit. You know what I'm saying? The man just always looking out. So
he
shout out.
Give you a good 5 out of every mixtape. That just back to back.
Bro. Yeah, I'm ready. We also ready for 2009.
Yeah.
So we pretty much accept the fact that it's gonna be in 2019 and an anniversary of some sort, 10 years. So ready for that too. You know what I'm saying? So that should be dope as well. But yeah, bro.
Yeah, that's it, man. Merry Christmas, everybody.
That's all I got, man.
Enjoy your family and everything that you got.
Enjoy that, man. I'm on Twitter at Shark Jordan.
I'm on Twitter at Johnny Nowhere No H.
Follow the show, man. Follow the show on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? At SportNWaves, and I mean shit. Now we got the YouTube channel about to be up and running. So this episode should be posted on the YouTube channel. I think that's SportNWaves TV. Yep. You know what I'm saying? So check that out. You know what I'm saying? iTunes, wherever you find podcasts and everything. You know what I'm saying? Till then, till next time. Shit, hey. Yeah.